up, fellas? You know who it is. So we always talk about status, right? We always say that women want men with status. And status trumps all. Yes, it does. And yes, women do. Fellas, this is just something you have to accept, along with many other things, when you first come into the red pill. That is, that women don't love you, or women don't want you for who you are. They want you for what you can do for them. And women love clout. They love status. They want to elevate their own status. And as with everything else, they want everything. As with everything else, they want the status to be handed to them. Just like how they want everything else in their life to be handed to them. That's what's happening in women's lives, fellas. Women always get things handed to them. That's it. Now, there are unfortunate women out there who are victims to their surrounding, to their family, to their background. Yes, there are. But ladies, let me just remind you one thing, okay? You have the biggest treasure that anyone can have in this world, that any man would want to have if we were women. I don't even know if that makes sense, but what I'm trying to say is that you have a vagina in between your legs. You don't need to work hard to make it in life. All you need to do is find a good quality man and be loyal to him and be there for him and serve him. Your life is easy for the rest of it. For the rest of your life, you're gonna be on easy mode. So even though you came out from a bad background, you can change your life around overnight like that. A man can't do that. It takes a lot for a man to change his life around. But anyways, so that's why women always want guys with status. Why? Because that's going to elevate their own status. They want status. They want to better their improve. They want to better their lifestyle. If you don't believe that women want status, fellas, if you don't believe that women like status, they like that clout, just look around on the internet and just see what these hoes are doing on TikTok, on Instagram, just for some attention. Fellas, there's channels on YouTube that women made talking about red pill shit. Why? Because they know that not only that men will accept her message because it's a red pill message, but also she's gonna be accepted by even more men just because of the fact that she's a woman. Why? Because that's just how men are. We think with the wrong head. So the amount of time it would have taken a guy to get famous on YouTube off of red pill stuff is divided by half. That it would take her to get famous off of red pill stuff. So whenever a woman is preaching you this red pill bullshit, sorry, I don't want to say red pill bullshit. Whenever a woman is preaching you this shit about red pill and whatnot, just take the message and just say, okay, thank you. We hear you. Thank you. Good job. You know our pain. Cool. And just move on and accept the knowledge, accept the facts, and just move on. Don't linger on her YouTube comment section saying, oh, we finally found the one who understands us. Oh, she's the unicorn. Fellas, they are all emotional, vindictive creatures. She's trying to sell you a product, and she knows your buttons. She knows which buttons to press. That's why she's there to do these things. She's vindictive like that. She knows how you'll respond to whatever to what kind of message that's out there. She knows what to say. And she knows what you're lacking. You're lacking a good woman in your life. You're lacking that love. So she's capitalizing on that. Now, she might or might not actually feel men's problems, men's issues, but that's a different topic. We're not talking about that right now. And to be honest, you can't really tell if she actually feels men's issues or not. There's no real measure, unless taking a lie detecting test, that she can take to actually figure out if she's actually lying or not about men's issues. But anyways, that's a different topic. But fellas, women will do anything just for some status. So that's how we know how important status is. But let me break it down to you guys. Let me point out some things to you guys. That's what I do on my channel. It comes with a cost, like with everything else. Fellas, you know how football players, rappers, artists, singers, all these people, when they get famous, they can't say or do certain things? You know how Kevin Hart made a tweet out a few years ago and he had to come out and apologize? That's the cost. You become a slave to the system. One of the main reasons I have this channel is so I can teach you guys not to be a slave to the system. See, if today I became famous, if I got onto the mainstream with my message, the shit I'm saying, I have no problem becoming famous. I have no problem with that fame. Obviously, well, there's going to be side effects of that fame, as in people are going to come into your life, haters, try to threaten you, this, that, and the other. That happens with all kinds of fame. That's another thing about status, is that, yeah, you can get status, but you'll also get haters with that. So, are you ready for that? Are you ready to deal with that? A lot of people aren't. So they end up doing stupid stuff, killing themselves, doing drugs, whatever. But if I got famous today, I would be famous for what I really believe in, what I really want to say, for speaking my mind loud and clear. It wouldn't be for something that I filtered. It wouldn't be for something that I had to filter out to be accepted by other people. If I was preaching feminism bullshit and I got famous off of that, I can't turn around and start making red pill videos. Right? Same thing with what I'm doing. If I'm preaching red pill stuff, I can't turn around and start making feminism videos, but I'm not going to do that anyways. Why? Because this red pill stuff is coming from the bottom of my heart. This is who I am. I don't need to change. I don't need to fake it just to be liked by other people. That's what these Hollywood celebrities doing. These rappers, these artists, these football players. Dude, in football, if you're an NFL player, you do anything wrong and it gets out of the media, you lose your contract just like that. You lose your money just like that. All this hard work, it just goes straight down to the toilet. You're a slave to the people, to the system. I can't live like that. That's why you see a lot of rich people are quiet. They don't want people knowing about them. Why? Because then that, as I say, it comes with a cost. They're going to have haters. People are going to start digging down into their stuff, seeing, okay, how is this guy really making money? They don't want that. Maybe they're doing some shady shit. Maybe not. I don't know. But how many billionaires do you know in this world versus how many millionaires do you know? We know a lot more millionaires than we do billionaires, right? There's a reason behind that. It's because billionaires don't want to broadcast themselves out like how these Instagram, TikTok thoughts do. What does Coach Greg Adams says? Tick thought, right? Yeah, that's what it is. Just for some clout, you're doing all this. And ladies, this is where y'all fuck up. You think your past is not going to haunt you. I know so many examples after examples where you posted something and then later you could never get a job again. Later you could never go to college, never do anything. Why? Because whatever you did back then is coming back and haunting you right now. So yes, it's always going to come out. It's always going to come with the cost. The shit that I'm making right now, the YouTube stuff, if I get fired from any job, or like if I have a job and I'm working somewhere, if I get fired from that because of my views, not my political views, but for my views, how I look at women and how I look at life and whatnot, I can't complain about that. I'm putting myself out here, and I'm well aware about that risk, and that's why red pill content creators get compensated by the viewers, because YouTube is not going to compensate us, right? I'm not talking about myself again, all right? My channel is very small, and I'm not doing it for the money at all. I'm not doing it for the fame either. I'm just giving you guys hypothetical situations. If I were to get famous off of this, I would not have any regret. You'll notice a lot of these Hollywood celebrities' lives become very miserable because they start to finally see the actual truth. They start to finally become red-pilled. A lot of rappers become red-pilled as well as soon as they become famous. They start seeing women for who they really are. This bitch Gave him no time of the day when he was a nobody. And now that he's somebody, now she wants to suck his dick. The Hollywood will red pill you, fellas. If you're in the industry, it will red pill you. And a lot of celebrities can't take that because that's not the universe they lived in. They lived in something completely different. And something different that was a false reality. When they finally start seeing the real reality that people really ain't shit, women, bitches really ain't shit, people really don't like him for who he is for what he can do for them, oh, they just can't handle it. But my content is the real shit. That's why it would never happen to me where I would tell myself, oh, I wasn't ready for this. I'm ready for whatever, fellas, because I see what the reality is. And I know what it is. That's why you don't see me ever engage with any of these haters or any of these people who come in my comment section and leave negative comments about my content, right? You never see me engage with them. Why? Because I have already accepted the fact that I'm going to have people hating me in this line of business. And that's A-okay with me. So, sure, you can get famous. Sure, you can have the status. Sure, people can know you. But are you ready to deal with the side effects of it? Even let's just say you are a singer or you're a rapper. You don't make controversial topics like how I do. Like how what's his name? Crowder. Steven Crowder, that's what his name is. His first name Steven, I can't remember what his first name is. Louder with Crowder, the guy who made Change My Mind videos. Let's just say you don't make content like that. Let's just say you're an artist, you are a painter, and you become famous off of that, right? Well, you're gonna have haters even then. Are you ready to deal with that? Are you ready to bow down to your audience, even if that's not something that you believe in, just because of the fact that that initial content that you put out made you who you are? That initial content, that initial audience that you had made you who you are. My initial audience is MGTOW people mainly. I'm never gonna shit on you guys. Never. Because I consider myself MGTOW as well. At some degree. That's why I never will do that. But are you willing to accept that fakeness for the rest of your life? Just to be famous, just to be on the front line, under the spotlight? Or do you want to get that fame doing something that you really believe in, that you really want to do? That's going to last you even after you die. People are going to know about you. If you become famous enough, yeah, they will. They'll remember you for your work. Patrice O'Neal, this guy's dead. We still know his work. That's the cost that status comes with. So be smart with how you get that status. I'm not telling you guys not to go out and be famous and get status. Be smart with it though. Just know that whatever you have that made you famous, you can't shit on that. Because if you do shit on that, well, you got bigger problems. Or what you can do is take the money from that fame, have other income sources to where if that stops, your life doesn't stop, then you have another option of going doing whatever the fuck you want. But Hollywood actors, actresses, these famous people, they don't have that luxury. Why? Because they're a slave to the people. They have to people please. Otherwise, they're not gonna get jobs. Otherwise, they're not gonna have deals, contracts. Coach Greg Adams, I think, got invited to a TV show, and he turned it down. Smart man. Because that TV show probably wouldn't have been aligning with his message. It would probably be the complete opposite of it. So now he's giving up his work, his audience, his initial audience, and going after this TV bullshit reality dream, because we all know how that turns out, right? And if that doesn't work out, for the most part it probably wouldn't, now he got nothing. He lost both gigs. His initial audience on YouTube and the TV shit. Bullshit. So, do what you believe in, fellas, is what I'm really trying to say. one of the qualities to become a real man is thinking for your own self. Thinking outside the box, not being a slave to the system. Don't let anybody think for you. You got your own head. The right one. Use the right head. Not the one down there, the wrong one. The smaller one. Follow me on Instagram, fellas, at Zeekpeak. Like, comment, subscribe this. Like, comment on this video. Subscribe to my channel. I can't even talk to it. I've had a long day. About to ready to pass out. But until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.